Customer service questions is like the same 4 questions, right? Hey, where's the bread? Hey, where can I buy some meat? I bought this pineapple and it doesn't work. Hello, friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today, we are jumping into r/Tales from Retail because that is a very different type of cringe, and I just kind of want to see how it hits, you know? Maybe we get a chance to do some funny voices or something like that. Maybe you'll get a chance to navigate away from the video, follow me on Twitch, TikTok, all the things. We'll get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some Tales from Retail cringe. The Legend of Bank Transfer Guy. Wow, what a superpower to have. I want to get all sorts of bank transfers. After telling this on Discord, I got the great idea to post this here. Well, thanks for bringing it over. I'm looking forward to it already. So, over a summer 1 year ago, I worked at a grocery store. Decent job. Whatever, I was on front end and was near customer service, so we got a lot of customer service questions if I was working near the doors, which I usually was. Customer service questions is like the same 4 questions, right? Hey, where's the bread? Hey, where can I buy some meat? I bought this pineapple and it doesn't work. Yeah, I gotta return this pineapple. So one day, probably mid-June, this one dude walks in. I'm 6'5", and this guy's like way taller than me. Way taller, probably 7 feet. He's in a 3-piece suit, straight out of Mad Men, and he's got his hair slicked the hell back with some kind of old school hair grease. He looked like some kind of office executive. He also like reeked of weed. That's a cool dude. Like, he would walk in and the entire store would smell of weed for 5 minutes until it finally dissipated. Ask that dude for the hookup, maybe. Every night, 9:30 p.m. on the dot, he'd come in and he'd audibly go, "Hey, you guys do bank transfers here, right?" And we'd go, "Yeah, but customer service closed at 6, so you can't do any right now. Sorry." And then you'd go, "That's cool, man. See ya." And then leave. Every single night, he did this. Without fail. I'd miss a day for whatever reason, and I'd come back, and my cashier friends would go, "Bank transfer guy was here again last night." Maybe he has short-term memory loss. Maybe there's something really tragic going on. But I think he just smokes a lot of pot, really. And that's all right with me. Honestly, there's far more harmful choices that he could make, and he secured a legendary status. So like, what else do you want for your life, you know? One night, probably late August, I'm working, and to my surprise, he comes in and says the same phrase again. I look at the clock, and to my surprise, it was 5:55 p.m. 5 minutes left for him to do a bank transfer. Run, bro! You're gonna miss it! I'm super weirded out, and I obviously haven't rehearsed this part of it, so I just go, "Yeah, customer service is open, you can do it over there." And he goes, "Hell yeah!" And then strolls over there and does his bank transfer. 5 minutes goes by, his transfer is done, and he silently walks out the door. He's so excited to do it. God, I just hope for the best for that guy, you know? We never saw him again after that. What a legend! He spent 2 months of his life walking into a grocery store every night, and then, just like that, he was gone. And that is how he became a legend at that store. We couldn't stop talking about him for weeks after he left. Since it was grocery, we did have a high turnover rate, which meant that we ended up telling like 5 new hires about him, and the word just kind of spread. We had managers from other departments chatting about bank transfer guy. I left in September of 2021, so I don't know if the legend is kept up to this day, but I'm assuming some of the older folks working late shift are still chatting about him to this very day. Honestly, it's just one of those mysteries that will never be solved. For 2 months? Was he on business and just waiting 2 months? Because that's bad business. What is that transfer for? He's paying for his own kidnapping. That's what it is. What really got me is his outfit. I'm not lying when I say he looked good. Like Pimpgood. He was the most formally dressed person I'd ever seen in 3 months of working there. Wow, 3 whole months. This was a grocery store in a bad part of town as well. We had people ODing in the parking lot on a weekly basis. Our floor was the only tile floor of this entire grocery chain in the city because of how often we had blood spills. And then there's this dude who's dressed like he should have a butler do his bank transfers for him. We speculated about why he so desperately needed a bank transfer and why he didn't come in earlier. Was it a drug operation? Was he a criminal trying to do this on the DL? If so, why did he try it at the same time every night? We had so many questions that we unfortunately never got the answers to. All right, here's what I got for you. My theory. He works at a really fancy used car lot. This is on his way home from work and he only gets there like so late. He doesn't know where else he can do transfers, or maybe he just like gets super high every day and forgets. It really is interesting. It's probably more interesting than it seems, but it seems super interesting because, yeah, it's a mystery. Here's a comment I kind of like. We had cat food guy. Came in once or twice a week, bad orange tan, wrinkled white dress shirt, wrinkled khakis, red curly hair like Carrot Top, which really didn't help with the orange tan, reeking of weed. Again, I guess that's why I really like it. Always asked out every single woman that worked there, including the high school girls. Oh, okay, I like it less now. What? What are you doing? He was probably in his late 30s. All right, against the wall. And a woman whose wedding he attended, which again, more reason, against the wall. He always bought cans of cat food, sometimes human snacks or a drink, but if he only had money for cat food or Doritos, he would always pick the cat food. And we are not sure if he lived with a cat. Maybe he likes the taste. It's sterile and I like the taste. It's not sterile, it's cat food. Those are intestines, bro. Don't eat that. Please don't eat that. You're gonna get gout in no time from eating like a ghoul and looking like a ghoul and acting like a ghoul. Are we sure he's not a ghoul? Cat food guy. Definitely not as cool as bank transfer guy. Bar none. Here's one more semi-related story. I worked in the bakery department at a grocery store, and there was this lady who would always come in at the exact same time every day to almost buy a cake. To the second, she would come in at 2 p.m., get a cake from the cold case, walk all the way up to the front end to pay, and then she'd chicken out halfway through the line. We know who it is. We watch her do it every day. Why don't you confront her and be like, look, can you not take the cake unless you're going to pay for it? Do we actually find out some answers to this one, or is this just another mystery that I have to lay awake at night and think about? Then she'd come back and she would put the cake back where she got it from the case, and then she'd leave. At least she puts it back. Okay, no fault. Yeah, let her keep doing that. That's fine. She did this whole dance for at least 4 or 5 months until one day she grabbed the cake, marched over to the checkout counter, and made it all the way through the line to pay. I never saw her again after that. What a fateful day. She's like, I want the cake. Why shouldn't I just buy the cake? It's not like it has to be my birthday. And then 5 months later, it was finally her birthday. And she's like, oh, I've been waiting 5 months for you. I like to think she was trying to buy the cake for someone she had a crush on, or maybe somebody she really cared about, but was just too shy to go through with it until that last time. I hope she's doing well. I left a few months after her finally purchasing a cake, so I do wonder if she's ever been back. She probably has. She's just not as identifiable if she's not carrying around a sheet cake. Was it a sheet cake? Was it like a little two-person cake? Because that could tell you a lot about the reason that she's buying it. Perhaps it was yellow cake and she was trying to build nuclear bomb to finally get rid of moose and squirrel. I don't know what's going on. I'm losing my mind a little bit, but yeah, those are some nice comments. I'm glad when people share like additional stories. It does leave me with a whole lot to think about, as I gotta wonder about these people, but eventually it'll pass out of my brain. And yours too. And if you have any amazing thoughts or answers here, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much. Maybe one more story and then we're good, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Gaslighting? Question mark? Yeah, maybe. Back in the early/mid 1990s, I was working in a gas station/mini-mart/deli in Oregon. That's too many slashes, bro. How many slashes you paying me for? Just one? Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do all that. I worked just a gas station. That was terrible enough. Can't imagine all this other responsibility. Usually, I was alone, doing all the jobs, including pumping the gas, because there's no self-service in Oregon. No self-service in the Philippines either, which I think is interesting. But yeah, again, just another reason why you need to get up and out of this job, OP. I hope you did. I hope that's how the story ends. I'm calling it now. The town's primary industry was recreational tourism since the fail of the lumber industry. Yeah, let's go see the forest they chopped down, everyone. Early one morning, a Suburban towing a travel trailer pulled in. This was very common, as was every other type of RV. An elderly couple got out. The nice older gentleman asked me to please fill up the Suburban, and said that he got a couple of gas cans that he also needed filled. Cool, nice enough, but he did seem a little bit frustrated. Oh boy, I was about to find out why. Enter mean old woman. Mean old woman with her hands on her hips. Why is the gas so expensive? Super nasally and loud. Hey, think I nailed that one. OP, everything here is expensive. We are miles from anywhere. Mean older woman. Well, I heard you people take advantage of tourists. Do you take advantage of tourists? OP, ma'am, I make minimum wage. I'm not taking advantage of anyone. I'm the face that you see. I'm the one that get blamed for everything. But I had no choice in any of this. Hence minimum wage. Mean older woman says, the price per gallon is much more than we pay at home. OP, the supplier sets the price, not me. Not even the owner of this station. Mean old woman, can't you do something? Do something. We gotta do something. Before Mother Earth gets any more hurt, we gotta do something. OP just says, something. Honestly, I was baffled. Yeah, that's a very non-specific instruction. What do you want me to do? Mean old woman. Like, give us a discount, you stupid heck. Do I have to spell it out for you, you idiot? Okay, how about your money's no good here? Go get lost and die in the woods. I understand I get paid minimum wage, but I'm willing to stake my job on this. Right at that moment, before I could even recover or muster any sort of response, her husband came around the back of the trailer, gas cans in hand, and wondered why his wife was shouting. Nice old gentleman. What on earth are you yelling about? Mean old woman. The gas is so expensive here, and this idiot won't give us a discount. Nice older gentleman. Calm down. We knew it would be expensive, and I'm absolutely certain that this nice young man has nothing to do with it. See? Level-headed, normal human being. What's wrong with you? Mean older woman shrieks, he needs to give us a discount! Nice older gentleman firmly, no, he doesn't. There probably isn't any way to do that anyway. Now get back in the truck and leave this nice young man alone. Oh, he's put his wife in check? That's beautiful. You love to see that. I thought the nice guy was going to be overstepped by the overbearing wife. But no, he put her in her place. He's probably been doing it for decades and she still hasn't learned. But I'm glad he never gave up hope. He's like, hey, rational argument. Go back in the truck. She exaggerated her frustration and she stomped off, still angrily talking about expensive this and discount that. But she did go away. Phew. You're just throwing a tantrum over nothing. Who taught you that this was okay, and how has that lasted to this point in your life? Can you answer those two questions for me, and we'll reconvene again next week? Thank you so much. Nice old gentleman, says Riley. Don't mind her. She gets mad about any price higher than it was in the 60s. I'm so sorry about the way she spoke to you. OP, I appreciate that, but you don't need to apologize. You've been very nice. Plus, she's not as bad as my mom. Nice old gentleman chuckling. I appreciate you being understanding. Bro, why you gotta throw your mom under the bus like that, though? We're having a moment of commiseration. Also, my mom's terrible. Okay, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, all in all, I do think OP handled the situation well enough. It's like, okay, placid customer service voice. What you are doing will not affect me one little bit. I finished filling up nice old gentleman's gas cans, and we each carried one back to the trailer, where I helped him strap them down securely. He handed me cash for payment, and I went inside to get his change. As I was coming back out, he had pulled away from the pumps, and was carefully making the turn towards the exit. I waved with his change in my hand, and he stopped. I was now on the passenger, mean old woman's, side of the Suburban. They rolled the window down, and out came the clawed hand of mean old woman. Hurry up, fatso! Fatso, bro. OP says, do not speak to me like that. I'm a big dude. I have a loud, deep, booming voice when I choose to. Yep, that's your daddy voice, your adult voice, your big boy voice. You should just talk like that all the time. Mean old woman, her mouth is agape in stunned silence. Nice older gentleman says to her, I just can't believe you sometimes. Just shut up! Oh, wow, this is awkward. Okay, well, here's your change. With a side of spousal abuse. No, it's probably not that serious, honestly. Nice older gentleman says to OP, once again, I'm so sorry she spoke to you like that. Please keep the change. Mean old woman, unintelligible shrieking as they pull away. The change was right around 20 USD. Hey! We weren't technically allowed to take tips, but after I told my boss the whole story when he came in later, he was very empathetic and said that it was okay to keep it. Wow, that's pretty nice of your boss, honestly. I would have pocketed the extra money, not told anybody about it, because there's a chance they could have said no. But that's also why I'm a horrible employee. I think it's absolutely ridiculous this woman came at you so hard for no reason whatsoever. The price of gas is high. Yeah, guess what? It's high everywhere. It's evened out a little bit in the past year or so, but it ain't going back to what it was in the 60s. I'll tell you that right now. Top comment says, this sounds like a job with a lot of fun anecdotes. Oh yeah, a little double entendre, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna pump that. I worked retail for many years, and the regulars knew that we couldn't accept tips, but food was definitely acceptable. I think even tips are acceptable if you call it a gift, right? This is not a tip for you doing your job. This is a gift from me to you as another human being. We're all about loopholes over here, all right? I want to skirt authority in any way possible. Another wise comment I agree with, never tell your boss about your tips. No, for real though, you basically nailed it down with that one. I don't know why you would. I guess you're scared of getting fired and stuff, but really you make minimum wage. Like, shouldn't you be making tips? That comment's followed up by, it's none of their business what donations you get, and they can't legally take them. Yes, donation or gift, not tip. Never call it a tip. And they got a link and everything. Hey, source, just trust me, bro. They can tax you for it, though. Yeah, you could fight your boss. Fighting the government, it's tougher. It's a lot tougher. I think that's going to wrap the episode. A little bit shorter than usual, but we're trying to tighten things up, including the intro and outro, so you might notice some changes going on. We're just trying to play the YouTube game a little better, you know? But I do hope you enjoyed these stories. If you did, like, comment, sub, follow me on all the things, links in the description. Thank you so much. Glitching Out Gaming, Selling 666, Samantha, 8 Wells, or Gaming Steve, Vladimir Dragonoff, Amelia Hannon, Sean Cantwell, John Endores, Train Boy, The One Gay Cup, Valley Eye Crane, Shiza, Angel Dark, Bedazzle Misery, Skylar Rain, The Fez Wearer, Heaven Sent 777, Robert Thibodeau, Jackie McQueen, Grim Tribe, AJ Collins, Tooth Plushy, Corey Arts, Florence Quaver, Dungeon Bat, Billy D, Robert Waits, Brandon Ashcraft, Spencer Danica, Skylar Morningstar, The Gypsy Barber, Fidrick, Dutch Flagship, and buy two, get one hand. Over on Patreon, we got Ms. Black, Gorgeous Maximus, Harley Homer, Robert Waits, Move the Marble, no, I'm stuck on Juggalo Island, whoa! Camille Sarah, Mr. Barrenville, Waggy Pants, that's my father, Vixie, Jerry, Fluxer, Captain Clown Jerry, Hong Kong, Ellipses, Esteban, or Gaming Steve B, Top of the Back Mouse, without tell what Jay begged for forgiveness, it happened, I've seen it, Santa Jerry, Silo Revolver, Zonthrace 28, the original Jerry, Jerry, Zarfar Barkar, Zarfar Barker. What is that supposed to mean? Destiny Piper, James Kitsune, Air Frankenberry, ain't that a hiding bitch though? Assassin Pub Jerry, Bailey Joy, Baby Jerry, Benji and the Jets, Billy D, Bitch, Graham the Blade, the Hero, Chancellor Blue Kraken, Commander J Tank, Dirty Little Jerry, ooh, Dr. Lux, Dial, Aaron Era, Erratic Mechanic, East Parks 50, Frozen Never Studios, Fire Drake, Gizmo Jack, Hadrian VR, Irish Pirate, Iron Hollow, Irradiated Jam, JM Coon, Jerry Smith, Jerry Blacktail, Jukebox Jerry, Cuddly Kraken, Lady Italian Greyhound Dino, Lady in Awakening, Lauren Crow, Legitimate Girth, Lord Jerry, leader of the Thunder Jerrys, Look at was a race car driver, he wasn't a friend of mine, like and subscribe, Lady Dix, Mad Monk, Melgar the Destroyer, Metal Factor, I'm here because my cringe senses are tingling, ooh, tingly, Mint Chip, welcome back, Needless King 89, Phantom of the Pines, Jerrykins and Jerry Beth, Queens, Quaaludes and Quagmire, Sarita the Lolita, Scarlet's Kevin, Sergeant Gay Cop, Bringer of the Law, Silo Web, Stephanie Goodner, Storm, Mama Jerry, Side After Broomstick, Taco Mal, Tamago, the Gypsy Barber, the Littlest Who, what's your fusky, hey, this isn't even my final beard, trying to find another bomb to get back to the real world, Vanguard, Angel, VC3, Viking Jerry, Vladimir Dragonoff, Wiki Tech, Zephyr the Gargoyle or Clay, Comrade Mooney, Kira, not another Jerry, but he is though, Cage Alex 9, or Kage Alex 9, I'm not sure, Redwing, Bad Penny Lane, Carcass, Knock Viper, Third Stuff, Venom Jerry, One-Legged Jerry has returned from battle, welcome back, a normal Jerry, I want no negotiation, I want to see soap fly and beards wash, that's what we about, Emerald, another stupid hipster, Atomic Jerry Zilla, Breaker of the Tom Army, Bartender Keeler, Big Dad Wolf, Broken Spine Horseradish, the original different Jerry, Cake Jerry, California Jerry Girl, Chikara the Panda, Corey does commissions now, Crypt Titty Stefan, Jerry Deftitude, Deku, Dwarfy Dude, Fedorable Jerry, just tip the lady, ooh, Get to at the Doodles, also commissions open, Jerry Boo's daughter, Ghost of Alpha, Greymon 365, Half Slavic Jerry in the tracksuit, he cannot, Hydra Jerry Solman, Jerry's back from the abyss to clean up after the teenage beards, Jeffrey, Geralt of Rivia, Jerry, but with two S's and an E, Jesse, Jerry Springer, you are not the neckbeard, Jerry the Sussy Baka, Jerry's mom's got it going on, Jerry Rockstars, Jerry Roleplay Game, Kid Marvelous, Kids Again, Machia, CD, maybe next time, Mecha Sue's coming to censor your cringe, my censor the world, Mr. Gasbaz, Not Invisible Angel, Raptor, Seldom Dark, Snary, that's Snob Jerry, Spoonie the Rogue, Spoopy Scary Jerry Ton, Techno Dubs, the Coming Jerry Two Knives, this is purely a mercantile transaction, to Infinite Jerry and beyond, Tokyo Bird, Unkale, Vaughn, throws 2 liter Mountain Dew, grow my neckbeard, grow, it's Jerry time, holds ReddX Morpher, Hygiene, it's Jerry time, holds ReddX Morpher, Humility, and thank you to my $1 patrons as well. Patreon will be read once a week from this point forward, starting on the, I think last Saturday of the month, something like that. It seems like a good time to do it, I think. Anyways, apologies to those that hate it, but we got to do what we got to do. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. Support on the Patreon if you can. I appreciate you. Wash your hands, keep yourself safe out there, you know, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today, like watching some more ReddX videos. All right? Promise? Swearsies? Cool. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, friends, bye-bye.